Hello, my name is Beth. I'm the lead singer from the band. I'm the only girl, so it's not difficult to, mistake me. Otherwise, I do have short hair. Anyway, I'm talking off the topic. That's going to happen a lot. So yeah, I'm Beth. I'm the lead singer. Also, the main person who does the songwriting. Oh, also it might be a bit bouncy because I'm on a bed. Not much. Yeah, bouncy. Anyway, also you might randomly hear my cat at some times. He likes to be involved. In fact, I think he might be meowing now. I don't know if that's being picked up. Doesn't matter. Cat. Anyway, so it's the whole band realistically who creates it. When I kind of have it, it usually doesn't sound all that good. It's just the basics, So I thought that I would do a video talking about my songwriting process. So there are 3 main ways that I start the process of songwriting. The first one is when I get like a riff or like a not like a vocal melody necessarily, but yeah, like a riff, like something in my mind is going, that sounds really cool, and then I build it up on that. So for example, there's a song we've got called Savage Smile. For ages I think I was on the bus. No, I wasn't on the bus, I was just kind of walking somewhere. I was walking anyway. In my head, for ages, it was literally just going dum ba dum bum 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 ba da da bum ba dum wow. So that's literally all I had in my head. And so like on the guitar, once I got a guitar in front of me, it sounded more kind of like kind of quite funky, I guess. So yeah, I had that in my head and I thought it sounded best on bass. And so I was like, right, that's going to be the bass line for a new song. And I used that and kind of moved on from there. So in the end it kind of sounded like you were drunk and singing to the Rolling Stones. You were out at shooting at night time, you were dancing on your own. Your dress was such a mess, your tired eyes were wild. I was left enchanted by your reckless smile. Like that. That's the first kind of way that I do it. Another example of that is a song called Borrowed Time. That was when I was on the bus. I was on the 700 bus coming from Bognor, I think, into Chichester, and I just constantly had this thing going around in my head, just being like dun 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 da 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 dun da 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 da, and then like drums going like a drum roll. That was really shit. I can't beatbox. It's apparently how drums sound. That's that one, and that was came back and it was like. And in my head it had like a bit of a, almost like a My Generation, The Who kind of vibe. So it was like come on down, let's listen to it. Same old story spouting naughty word. Like that. And so I'd start off and it would just be really random and it would build up from there. So I'd have the riff, then I'd work out the chords behind the riff. So it's like so I do the riff and the chords, and then the rest kind of flows, and if I get stuck I obviously ask the boys. So yeah, that's the first way. Number 1. That's the first way. The second way that I do it is when I have a kind of a concept. Sounds kind of silly, but a concept. It'll come from just a phrase that somebody said or that I might have thought of or something, or a sentence that just kind of goes, yeah, that might actually sound really cool. So Kings. Kings is one of our songs on our EP that you can, I'm gonna Photoshop something there, an EP. And in my mind, I think I was talking to Nathan, rhythm guitarist, long hair, hats, awesome guy. And we were just talking about how sometimes, like everyday life is just a bit much, and that sometimes it's nice just to have a night where you just go out and you just have fun with your friends and you just completely forget about everything. You forget about work, you forget about you don't talk about any of that shit. It's like you're completely reborn. It's gonna sound weird, but like you're born and die in that night. So nothing before it matters, nothing after it matters, it's just that time. And so that I thought that was quite a cool concept, and so I had it in my mind, something like, we are born tonight, no history, you know, we're undefined. And I was like, ooh, that rhymes. It kind of came from, there's this amazing night, I'm just going to go on a bit of a tangent, it's kind of related though. We went around his watching, he was going to show me Wolf of Wall Street, awesome film, never actually got to see the end of it because of this story. We had some vodka, because vodka. We were kind of slowly getting more and more kind of sozzled and stuff, and it was good, it was fun, we were having a good laugh, chilling in his room, just watching this like crazy awesome film. And then we got to a point where we were like, okay, we've run out, we need to go out and get some more. Wandered off to the local one stop. It was after 11, they stopped serving alcohol after 11, we're like, no, this is ridiculous. By this point we realised that we were actually quite a bit more drunk than we thought. And so I was like, you know what, man, my place is like 10 minutes from here, I've got a bunch of alcohol, I'm just gonna go. Wandered over there, calling my boyfriend. I mean, by this point, I don't know, it's like midnight, so I pissed him right off. Calling my boyfriend, said, right, you know, I need to get my alcohol. So rather than me coming up, because I'm a bit drunk, you come down, bring my alcohol, honeycomb vodka, loving life. This is gonna be awesome. So we're on our way back to Nathan's with the, you know, our newly found alcohol. And we just got distracted. And we're walking across this field, carried on drinking this honeycomb vodka, and went to this little play park place. And I just remember we were just climbing on shit and like hanging upside down, drinking this vodka, and it was pitch black, and you know the moon was up, and I don't know, it was awesome. It was awesome. We were just talking about like how everything was kind of fucked, but we just didn't have to think about it. And that was where the concept for that came. So yeah, that's number 2. Number 1, I get a random riff in my head and I have to try and find an instrument to play it on. Number 2, I get like a concept or a phrase. Number 3 is when I am practicing. So I'm practicing on my guitar, on my piano, on my bass. I suck at all of those things, so I need to like practice a shit ton. And just something kind of comes up and it just kind of sounds kind of cool, I guess. So I think, that sounds quite nice. And so that's when, so you know, one thing I come up with a riff or a melody, and I kind of think, okay, I've got to put lyrics to that, I've got to find the chords behind it. One way I find lyrics, like through a concept or through sentences, and I think, okay, I've got to put a melody to that, I've got to put that. And the other way is that I find the background, so the chords, or like just like a sequence, then I have to build it up from there. A good example of that one would be Medusa. So I was fucking around on my bass, and I was practicing my scales, I was practicing, I think it was my A scales. I was also practicing where that would be on, like just going right up on just one string. So on my D, for example, I was like, like that. And I accidentally did this. I was like, ooh, that sounds kind of cool. Ah, I kind of like that. That actually sounds really funky, especially on a bass. Sounds awesome on a bass. I just recorded it on my phone and listened to it for like ages. I think it was a good like 2 weeks before I came up with anything really. It ended up being a song about being kind of addicted to somebody. You know, like you know it's bad for you. You know they're bad for you. You know that they, I don't know, maybe they treat you like shit, or maybe they, you know, are a bad influence or something like that. But you're kind of addicted to them. There's something about them that's like super exciting. Now your lips are laced with a morphine trace, and I've had a taste, I'm hooked. Just one look. Like that, so it's kind of cool. Then the chorus is like, I'm trying to think of another song that happened with. Sorry, I make weird faces when I'm thinking. Oh shit! So there's a song called, it's got a really indie kind of name. It's called In the Morning We'll Talk. It's part of the lyrics. Let me get my cap off. I think I was practicing palm muting, because I sucked at palm muting. Still kind of suck at palm muting. The thing that I was telling you about concepts and phrases and stuff like that. Is that gonna be okay like that? I think so. I have or had a notebook or something. Anyway, I haven't got it with me right now. I think it's in my bag. I always keep my phone. I've got like a noting thing on my phone. I'd show you that, but I'm recording this on my phone, so that's not gonna work. And so, whatever I'm doing, if anything comes up, if somebody says something cool, then I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna write that down. For me personally, I don't like lies at all. Right? You know, I have some people saying, you know, white lies are okay because you're there to, you know, save people's feelings and stuff. And I just think for me, as soon as people start lying, even if it's with good intentions, it just gets complicated, you know? And so I was just thinking about that. I was talking to my friend about it, and he was like, yeah, but couldn't you forgive like a kind lie? I was like, ooh, I like that. I stopped him like mid-conversation, really pissed him off. I stopped him mid-conversation, wrote that down, can you forgive a kind lie? You know, and so that with, in the morning, I got that chord sequence and I went, okay, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, so I went to my notebook and came up with that. And then, so it's like, can you forgive a kind lie? For just one more night. Whoa, I haven't warmed up, so it sounds shit. Cause I'm sick of picking fights, yeah. And so those are the kind of three main ways that I did it. Three, I was supposed to say that's 6. 3, I don't know. Number 1, I get a riff or a melody. Number 2 is when a concept or something someone says kind of sparks something off. And I've got like a bank of phrases and sentences that I think are good for like inspiration. And number 3 is when I'm fucking around on an instrument and just suddenly something clicks and something sounds kind of cool. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to try and do some more of these, not just me, a bunch of us as well. So as I say, we're ARK ORION. There's me, there's Josh, who is bassist. We've got Nathan, who's rhythm guitarist. We've got Dale, who's drummer. And Bobby, who's lead guitarist. Hopefully we're going to have a few more of these, a few kind of series and stuff about different topics, or even if it's just us fucking around, I don't know. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. That's how I write songs.